Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Muhammad Ubaid and this is another video of basics of structural analysis series. And today in this video we will discuss what is degree of kinematic indeterminacy and what is the formula for finding out the kinematic indeterminacy of a structure, and we will also solve some example on trusses so that we can understand the formula and the basic concept very clearly. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and share this video. And if you have any confusion regarding any problem or any topic, please comment down in the comment box and I will try to answer all your question as soon as possible. So let's get started with the video.
So today we will discuss what is kinematic indeterminacy. A structure is said to be kinematic indeterminate if the number of unknown displacement is more than the number of compatibility equations available. Okay, now there are two terms which are very important to understand. First one is unknown displacement and the other one is compatibility equations. Okay, so a structure is said to be kinematically indeterminate if the number of unknown displacement is more than the number of compatibility equations available for in that structure. Now for understanding these terms and what is kinematic indeterminacy and how we find it, we will just take a very simple example. So let us take this pin jointed 2D structure. This is a pin jointed truss, 2D truss. Okay, so this truss has how many joints? 1 2 3. This truss has 3 joints, and we know that in truss there is no bending moment is 0, which means that there will be no slope or there will be no rotation at each joint. There will be only linear displacement which will be in delta in x direction and the other one in y direction. This same case will be there that this joint can move in x direction or this joint can move in y direction, and similar case will be here. This joint can move in x direction and this joint can move in y direction. Now if I just calculate the sum, or if I just sum up all these displacements, so all these displacement are called unknown displacement. So how many number of unknown displacement we have for this truss? There are 6 unknown displacement. Okay, understand, unknown displacement means how many number of displacement can be available in that structure at each joint. Okay, so in this truss there will be only 6 maximum displacement available, 2 at this joint, 2 at this joint, 2 at this joint. Okay, so this structure has 6 unknown displacement. Now what is the meaning of compatibility equation? So what is compatibility equation? Let me write it. Compatibility equations. How many compatibility equations will be there in this structure? So in practical case the structure will not be like this. There will be some support in that structure, okay, for the structure to remain stable under loading. So if I just attach a pin support at this joint and if I attach a roller support at this joint. Now okay, let us be very careful. What will happen after assigning these support to these particular joints? Okay, these joints will restrict the motion of these support will restrict the motion of these joint in particular direction. How can we calculate? So we know that the pin joint can there can be only rotation, but in truss there is no rotation. So this pin joint will restrict both the motion. Okay, this pin joint will restrict motion in y direction and motion in x direction, because we know that at pin joint there cannot be any linear motion in x direction nor in neither in y direction. Okay, so at every reaction, okay, every reaction provided by the support provide a compatibility equation. So how many reactions are provided by this support? 1, 2. So there will be two compatibility equations. And at this roller support will not provide any motion in y direction. So one compatibility equation will be at this roller support, and we know that there will be motion in x direction, because roller support does not provide any reaction in x direction. So there are three compatibility equations. Now if I want to find out the degree of kinematic indeterminacy, the degree of kinematic indeterminacy will be equal to 6 unknown displacement minus how many compatibility equations are there? 3 compatibility equations are there. So it will be equal to 3. So this is the basics of kinematic indeterminacy. And what is the meaning of kinematic indeterminacy? Kinematic indeterminacy is the number of unknown displacement which are in addition to the number of compatibility equations available in that structure. Okay, so as we know that there are 6 unknown displacement total for this structure, and we have only 3 compatibility equations available for that particular structure. Okay, so what is important in compatibility equation is equal to the number of reaction provided by the support in that structure. Okay, so after understanding this, we will just discuss a very simple formula which can be applied for any type of structure, okay, for finding the degree of kinematic indeterminacy. So we will discuss a very simple formula which can be used for every type of structure for finding the degree of kinematic indeterminacy. The formula is like this: dk is equal to aj minus r plus gamma. Okay, as we have discussed, what is aj? Aj is number of, okay, let me first tell you what is a. So a is the number of maximum degree of freedom. You can just write it as maximum DOF. What does it mean? It means that in a structure, I just want to find out how many degree of freedom a joint can have for in that structure. Okay, we will just understand what this is. And what is J? J is very simple. J is the number of joints. J is the number of joints. And what is R? R is number of reaction. And what is gamma? Gamma is number of releases. Okay, now as I have told you what was the basic concept of degree of kinematic indeterminacy. Kinematic indeterminacy is the is find out by finding the number of unknown displacement in the structure minus number of compatibility equations available. So in the example which I have discussed earlier, what we have found the total number of displacement in a structure can have, and we have subtracted the number of reaction, which was the number of compatibility equations, for finding out the degree of kinematic indeterminacy. But if a structure has a internal hinge, okay, so internal hinge provides some releases, so those releases will be counted as the unknown displacement in that structure, and this number of releases will be added to the unknown displacement. Okay, so this is, that's why we have just added this gamma in that formula. Okay, this formula will be very clear when we solve some example. So first of all, we will just talk very briefly about some simple point. So if I just take a pin jointed structure, okay, if I just take a pin jointed truss in, if I just take a case of 2D, so in pin jointed truss, at each joint there may be only delta x, there will be only delta y. It means there will be 2 degree of freedom at each joint. Okay, let me just write it as there will be 2 DOF, maximum 2 DOF, and in 3D at each joint there may be delta x, there may be delta y, and there may be delta z. So at each joint how many degree of freedom available? There are 3 degree of freedom available. If you having some problem understanding what is degree of freedom, you can just watch the video which I have created very soon in this series, and you can find the link in the description. Okay, after watching that video you will be having very clear understanding what degree of freedom and how many reactions are available at each support, and then you can understand this type this kinematic indeterminacy very well. Okay, this is for the pin jointed structure. Now if I talk about rigid jointed structure, okay, if I talk about rigid jointed, what does it mean? Rigid jointed mean, it means that frames or beams. Okay, let us just write as rigid jointed structure. So in rigid jointed structure for 2D, how many degree of freedom it can have? It can have delta x, it can have motion in delta in y direction, and it can also have rotation, okay, in theta xy. Why there will be rotation? Because in rigid jointed structure there will be bending moment which will develop the rotation in that member. And if we talk about 3D, and in 3D there will be delta x, there will be delta y, there will be delta z, there will be theta, there will be theta xy, there will be theta yz, and there will be theta zx. So total degree of freedom is 6 DOF for 3D and 3 degree of freedom for 2D rigid jointed structure. So this is very clear. And what is how we will use this degree of freedom? This degree of freedom will be placed at the place of A, okay, and after placing that number we can just multiply these number by joint, and we will have our maximum number of displacement in that structure. So we will just take some example to understand these formula and these concept very clearly. So we will just discuss pin jointed here. So let us take this very simple example of a pin joint. So this is a pin jointed structure, and there is a pin support, and at this joint there is also a pin support. Now what was our formula? Our formula was dk is equal to aj minus r plus gamma. Because this structure doesn't have any internal hinge, this structure does not have any guided roller, so the gamma will be 0. Now this is a 2D pin jointed structure. As we have discussed, in 2D pin jointed structure the maximum displacement a joint can have is 2, okay, maximum degree of freedom a joint can have is 2. So we will just put 2 here, so the formula becomes 2j minus r. Now what is the number of joint in this structure? 1 2 3, there are 3 joint, in this structure, so we will just multiply by 3 minus what is the number of r. So we can see that this is a pin support, this will provide reaction in x direction, or you can say that this pin support will restrain the motion in x direction, and also in this pin support cannot provide any motion in x direction. This pin support cannot provide motion in x direction and in y direction, okay. So how many number of reaction will be there? 1 2 and 2 for this particular pin support, okay. So the number of reaction will be 2 plus 2, okay. You can just find out the number of degree of kinematic indeterminacy by multiplying 6 minus 4. This will come out to be 2, okay. You don't have to bother about the very basics. We just can put the value in the formula and you will just get the degree of kinematic indeterminacy. We will just take another example. Okay, let us solve this example. So this is the pin jointed structure, and this is a 2D pin jointed structure, and at this joint there is a pin support, and at this joint there is a roller support. So what was our formula for finding degree of kinematic indeterminacy? The formula was dk is equal to aj minus r plus gamma, because we can see that this structure doesn't have any release, any internal hinge, any guided roller, so the gamma will be 0. And this is a pin jointed structure, so maximum degree of freedom available at each joint will be, this joint can have delta x, this joint can have motion in y direction, so it will be 2. And what is the number of joint in this structure? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So 6 number of joint are there in this structure. And what is the number of reaction? So 2 reaction will be at this pin support and 1 reaction will be at this roller support. So the number of reaction will be 3. So you can just count it minus 3. So it will be 9. One very important thing for finding out the degree of kinematic indeterminacy is that if your concepts are very clear, you will not be stuck in any question. Okay, you can just use this formula, or you can find out the degree of kinematic indeterminacy by using manually, okay, from the figure directly. So what are we doing here? We are just finding out the maximum degree of freedom available in that structure, okay, because we have calculated the maximum number of unknown displacement and we have subtracted the reactions, okay. So what we will get? We will get the number of degree of freedom available in that structure, okay. So if I want to calculate from the figure directly, so how will I calculate? This joint can have 2 degree of freedom, will have 2 degree of freedom because it can move in x direction, it can move in y direction. And at this joint there will also be 2 degree of freedom, and at this joint there will be also 2 degree of freedom, and at this joint there will also be 2 degree of freedom. But this pin support will not provide any motion in x direction and any motion in y direction, so there will be degree of freedom will be 0. And at this roller support will not provide any motion in y direction, but it will provide motion in x direction, so the degree of freedom will be 1 at this joint. So how many degree of freedom are there? 2 4 6 8 0 and 1. So it will be come out, it will be if you sum all these things, 2 2 2 8 and plus 9. So you can just find out from the figure very easily. So it will be 9, which will be equal to the result which we have got from the formula. Now we just take another example, very simple example, so that concept may be clear very well. So this is a truss, and there is a pin support, there is a roller support, and there is a inverted triangle like member in this structure. So this is jointed here, and this is jointed here, and this is jointed here. So if I want to find out the degree of kinematic indeterminacy of this structure, what was the formula? dk is equal to aj minus r plus gamma. Gamma is 0. And what is the value of a? We know that there can be maximum 2 degree of freedom at each joint in the truss. And what is the number of joints? So very easily you can calculate the number of joint. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 number of joints are there. What is the number of reaction? Number of reaction 2 at this pin support, and 1 reaction will be at this roller support. So the number of reaction is 3. So 2 6 is 12 minus 3. So the degree of kinematic indeterminacy comes out to be 9. Okay, we will just take another example on this truss element. So this is a truss, and at this there is a pin support, and at this joint there is also a pin support, and at this joint there is also a pin support, and some members are connected like this. Okay, so in this truss, how many, what was the formula? aj minus r plus gamma. Gamma is 0 because there is no internal hinge, no guided roller in that structure. So, and what is the value of a? Is, we know, is 2 for 2D truss. And what is the number of joint? How many number of joints are there in this structure? 1 2 3 4 5 6 number of joints are there. And what is the number of r? So you can count very easily because all these joints are pin joints. So 2 reaction will be available at each pin joint, 2 2 3, and this will be total 6. So you can just calculate 12 minus 6. So the degree of kinematic indeterminacy will be 6. Okay, you can count manually from the figure very easily, there will be degree of freedom will be 0 at these pin support, okay, and at each other joint there will be 2 degree of freedom, there will be 2 degree of freedom, and there will be 2 degree of freedom at this joint. So you can just add these 2 plus 2 plus 2, it will be equal to 6. So in this way you can find out the degree of kinematic indeterminacy for any type of truss structure by using the formula or just by calculating it from the figure. Okay, we will just take another example, very simple example, okay, for practice. So this is another example, and there is a pin support and there is also a pin support, and this member goes like this, this member goes like this, and this member is jointed here. Now this structure will have how many joints? So the decay will be 2 into, this is a 2D structure, okay, we are dealing with 2D structure right now. So how many joints are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 joints are there, okay, and how many number of reaction available? 2 at this pin support, 2 at this pin support, so it will be 4. So this will come out to be 8. So the degree of kinematic indeterminacy for this particular structure is 8. So let us try to solve this example. This is a case of 2D pin jointed truss, and we can just use the formula which I have just told you. So it will be 2j minus r, because there is no internal release or internal hinge, there is no release, gamma will be 0, and 2j, what is the number of joint in this structure? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So the number of joint in this structure is 10, and what is the number of reaction available? Number of reaction available is 3, 2 at this pin support and 1 at this roller support. So the number of reaction available in this structure is 3. We can just multiply 20 minus 3, it will be 17. So the degree of kinematic indeterminacy for this particular truss is 17. So in this way you can find out the degree of kinematic indeterminacy of any type of truss structure. So this is it for this video, and we will meet in our next video, and thanks for watching.